everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're reviewing this 2006 Dodge Charger RT. On the front end we got this nice Ram logo that no longer is on those Dodge vehicles. And then a nice big chrome grille with RT on the side. And then these aftermarket chrome housing headlights with LED bulbs in there on all of them. And then lower fog lights on the bottom, also LEDs. All right, and then for the side profile, you can clearly see these big old wheels. They're off a old Challenger. They're 20-inch chrome wheels. 345 Hemi is for the engine. It's a 5.7 liter V8, and the 345 is the cubic inches of the engine. And then for the door handles, got this classic opening, just pull out on both of them. And the paint name for this color is actually Midnight Blue Metallic. And you can tell there's a metallic flake. It looks really nice in the sun here. All right, and on the rear end, we got this nice spoiler here. And then these big tail lights. And it says Charger with another Ram logo, RT. And then we got these aftermarket 4-inch chrome exhaust tips. And this thing is loud. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at the interior. Open up these classic door handles. And right away we got this nice, spacious, plush area here. We got normal kind of plushy plastics here. And a little bit on the armrest here. Window up and down, and a nice door handle. And then some space down here. And then the back seat is pretty spacious, room for 3, and then the middle part comes down with some cup holders. And the seats are like a leather, they're comfortable. And it's good space back here. There's not a lot of crammed area behind the driver's seat or anything. And then some floor mats on the bottom, each one. And then also rear air vents, which is really helpful. All right, and then for the front driver's interior, we got basically the same materials as the back. Controls for all the windows right here. And then you can adjust the mirrors. And a nice speaker right here. And then on the inside, it's a nice leather seating, nice plush, comfortable chairs. And then while you're in here, it's really spacious, good visibility. You're like pretty high up because the chairs are really cushioned. Nice classic steering wheel with a Ram logo right here. And then some button controls on the steering wheel. And a nice gauge cluster with the white, I really like that. Shows the fuel, speed, RPM, and then coolant temperature. Then we have this nice area here for the AC controls, and then the radio, and then vents. And then down here is the shifter, pretty normal track. And then some cup holders, and then good space. You can store a lot of things. There's a glove box too, and then good space on the doors. All right, now we're gonna check out under the hood. Pull down right here. All right, and so under the hood, we got this huge 5.7 liter V8 with another Ram logo. And it says Hemi on each side. And then basic maintenance pieces around. But the engine takes up a lot of space and it's huge. Okay, so now we're gonna check out the trunk space. This little button right there. It pops up. It's really heavy. And then we got a good amount of space back here. Got a lot of stuff. You can store plenty of things, plenty of space. And then it's a really big trunk, so you gotta be careful when you're closing it. All right, guys, so now we're gonna take it for a drive. Start her up. Nice loud startup. All right, and we're off. So immediately after pulling off, you can hear the exhaust. It's really loud, but it sounds good. And the steering is very light. So when you're making a turn, it's super easy just to crank the wheel all the way and turn it. So this car is a big, heavy V8 powered muscle car. And you can definitely feel the weight. It's not terrible. It feels really comfortable the way it just like floats along. A lot of people call these cars like boats, and now I see what they mean, because it really does just feel like we're floating on the water. So the car has great visibility. You can see all around you. Mirrors are good, and the windows are really big, so you can just look around, blind spots or anything. And then we are also pretty high up. The seats give you like a lot of cushion area, so you can see over the steering wheel just fine. So the exhaust, you can hear it, you can probably hear it pretty loud. At around 2,000 you can hear the drone a little bit, but this exhaust has a resonator delete, and then it also has a aftermarket muffler, and it's pretty loud. Alright, so going over some bumps here, you really like are not affected by them, because this thing's just so heavy, it just like floats over the bumps. Yeah. So when the road is smooth and the RPMs are low, it's a super comfortable car to be in. It's like you can't even feel anything, it's just floating. And that's with the aftermarket wheels, which are 20-inch. And then the tires are pretty low profile, so you'd expect it to be a little bit more harsh, but it's actually really comfortable. I've never really driven a loud car like this, but like I kind of like the noise. I know it's probably loud on the outside, but if you drive it like respectfully, I think it's probably not annoying to other people. Dude, that is crazy. Man. Sounds so cool. Alright, so this car is pretty heavy at around 4,000 pounds, but the engine makes about 340 horsepower. So it's actually not that bad, but you can definitely feel it when you're braking. That's when you feel the weight, and also kind of like floating around the bumps, taking turns, you can feel it. But the suspension is definitely working hard. Alright, so we're gonna get on the highway right here. Oh, we got cars coming. Alright, so now that we're on the highway, a little loud when your foot's on the gas. You can hear it. A little bit of drone, but it's not that bad. I think it's worth it. But yeah, going over those bumps. All right, so on the highway, it's a little loud with the exhaust. There's a little bit of drone, but the wind noise, the road noise is not too bad. Like right here, I'm off the gas. It's pretty quiet in here. Like, we're not really disturbed by the outside. But as you could see in that acceleration, that was pretty insane, and the noise is just like amazing. But overall on the highway, this thing just floats over the bumps, no problem. The noise is fine, and it's a really comfortable car, good visibility too. All right guys, so for some final thoughts on the Dodge Charger RT 2006. Overall, this was an awesome review. The car is super cool. I love the color, the wheels. This thing looks nice. Yeah, but for some pros and cons, let's go with some cons. The engine is pretty big, so the gas mileage is not great. We were averaging about 14, and he said he gets like 15 on the freeway usually. So that's a bit of a struggle. Another con might be the weight. It is pretty heavy, so it's kind of hard to slow it down if you're going to a stop or something. And you can feel it in the turns, but that also makes it really comfortable. So that could be a pro for some people. And so for some pros, this car is super cool. It looks really nice. It's super comfortable. This car is really practical, so that's a pro. And the features on the inside are great for the year of it, 2006. It's not missing much. It doesn't have a backup camera, but that's okay. Another pro or con, depending on what you think, is the sound of this thing. But I think the engine, the sound, all of it is like just a pro. This is what you get with these cars, Dodge in general. All right guys, so that's gonna be it for the video. Shout out Jesus, thank you so much for letting me borrow this car for the review. If you guys wanna see certain cars, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this review, what you think of this car. Let me know what you think of loud cars, big engines, heavy cars. I'm curious what you guys think. But so that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.